Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Ciri statue from The Witcher Wild Hunt, so the third Witcher game, or if we're going to be fully pedantic about it, Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. Now, I got this off Mighty Apes Marketplace because they had received it damaged and reduced it by, I don't know, $10 or $20. So the first thing I'll do is I'll show you the box. I know some people like boxes and other people don't like boxes, but I'll show you the box. So the box itself comes with a big window display right at the front. There is a window part at the top, not that I think most people care. There are, I believe it's like the symbols from like the character advancement screen, so you know, like where you put points into strong attacks or potions and other stuff. Pretty sure it's those symbols are on the inside, so you'll get a good look at her before you buy her, sort of thing. One side has a absolutely beautiful picture of her. The back side shows you the other ones from, I think it's this particular run. So that's a Geralt, Yennefer, Triss and Eridan Brack glass. I don't know if I'm getting like Eridan's name and stuff correct. Pretty much all I remember from the game, even though I'm currently replaying it, is that he's called Eridan. So yes, and then there's the wolf's head on the other side. So the actual damage was all to the box. You can actually see part of it here. It's like a bit of denting, you know, a bit of dog earring. That's about it. The bottom side just has, you know, standard crap. Top side, it's like that. Anyway, I think what you really want to see is Ciri. Now she stands, I think it was around 7 inches tall. You know how I do these videos in like lots. So probably next episode, might as well make it next episode. I have an old Marvel Legend Psylocke, who I think is sort of around the, I think she was kind of around 6 inch mark. Maybe not quite 6 inches. Go into the good old drawer. Yeah, she's a little under 6 inches. So it sort of shows like the scale difference between the two. So 6 inches is probably about here. So yeah, Ciri's about 7 inches. Comes on, like, it actually comes out of the box just like this. So you don't need to assemble it like any of the other ones that I've shown you, like the Bam Presto statues. So very nice base. If I go in a bit, you'll see that she's actually standing, if I zoom out a bit, then standing on a Witcher base. You can see a bit of the dust on the bottom, legal jargon. It's not solid, it is actually hollow, not particularly heavy. All in all, very nice thing. So we'll just zoom in. So she has a very nicely sculpted face, even though the camera is now like, I want to go out of focus. So there, very nice sculpted face. At the moment she sits at the side of my bedside cabinet. So she's not in the big case with all my other stuff. She's standing on her own and the light that I've got in there, it's just like a bedside lamp that's pointed downwards. Quite often at night this actually has really nice lighting on it. So these kind of statues would really benefit from being in nice cabinets and with the correct lighting. You can see that they've sculpted her hair, everything. It's very, very nice. Admittedly, I would say that she actually looks a bit older as this than what she does in the game. You can see really, really nicely sculpted gloves, the pants, well, the top of the pants, I suppose. I don't really know if you call it a skirt, because I don't really think it's so much a skirting thing as, you know, the bottom of a corset, so it's like an underbust corset. But you can see like all the belt moulded, pouches moulded, all of that. Even the scabbard is nicely moulded. It is solid, I should say. Like the sword, none of this is pull apart stuff, so you don't pull the sword out and put it in her bag. She's constantly in this pose. And then we'll come down a bit more, and you can see that they've like quite nicely sculpted the boots, but it does sort of look a little, you know, a little strange with that kind of kink there. Admittedly, I would say that this is sort of like a defensive pose, you know, kind of like she's going to angle herself around an opponent being ready to strike, as opposed to actually going in for a strike. If I zoom back out a bit, you can see that. So you don't need to mount her on the base or anything. She's just really, really nicely sculpted, and like hopefully I can get it in close enough for it. See what I mean? Like, that's actually very, very realistic sculpting. That's not just solid boot. That's you know, that is very much like a used boot. They're worn in a bit. They've got that sort of you know, how they push out and that sort of stuff. Funnily enough, I've just got new boots myself, and I always notice the first thing that goes with my boots is like the toes, because of how I walk. I get like massive creases right across the toe region straight off, and it completely ruins the look of boots. And then the ankle part goes. So you can see that they're very, very nicely sculpted boots. Like, she actually looks like she's come straight out of the game sort of thing, but in a real world effect. I think about there. I'm sure you don't mind that the top of the sword is cut off. That's probably one thing you will have to be aware of if you're going to put them in a shelf. Some of them do have their swords and stuff protruding from the top. So all around, this is actually an extremely nice statue. I don't know if they are currently still available at Mighty Ape though. I think they might have moved to the next lot of them. And I can't really remember who's in those. But if you like The Witcher and you're looking for a very nice statue, this is actually fantastic. I do know that McFarlane has picked up a license to do the toys, so I'm kind of hoping I might be able to get some of those for a future one of these. But at the moment they don't look like they're releasing until December, and given how badly all the distribution is worldwide for things, it might not be until much later into next year before we see anything. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.